Good morning. Wow. Happy Monday. It's Labor Day here in the US of A, and a holiday. And it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Kind of a late start for me. And man, I woke up feeling like I was rolled in an alley this morning. I haven't even done my body rub or enema. I just got off to such a late start. I'm feeling better now. I washed my eyes, and drank some pee, and starting to feel so much better. But yesterday, I did some things that were extraordinary that I would not normally be doing, or usually. One of them is that I repacked everything that I am hanging on to. I have a lot of archives, from my writings and filmmaking and other things that are just things that I'm hanging on to that aren't a whole lot. It's about, I don't know, eight different containers. They're varying in sizes, but my friend is letting me store them underneath the vacation rental where it's safe, it's dry. But it is kind of a bit of a crawl space. I don't have to be on my knees or anything, but it requires me lifting things pretty heavy and, kind of being bent over and shoving them through, blah. Anyway, too many details. But so I did all that yesterday. I reorganized everything and got my initial stuff all packed on a pallet underneath. And so the only thing left will be my main computer and a couple of last things that I'll put in at the last minute just before I leave. So that was a bit of a push on my body. And then as my day proceeded, I went and did something that I used to do every single morning, which I haven't done for, gosh, last time I was out was like in early February, and I did only half of what I did yesterday. So I went out and played 18 holes of golf to see how my hands would do. And I did pretty good, really. And I walk, I don't drive a cart or anything. I pull my cart, my little bag, and my knuckles were a little sore, but overall, um, it just felt really good to be out there. And anyway, they let me play for free, which was real nice because I'm a former member and I paid for a couple of months when my hands were going bad. And so it was just kind of a courtesy. They let me play around for free. And I didn't get teed off and started till like around 4, and it was almost, I don't know, about 7:30 or so by the time I got off the course. So when I got home, it's like close to, quarter to 8, 8 o'clock. And, at this point I ate and, um, by the time I got actually in bed, it was like 9:30 or something. And so I woke up several times. I had the wackiest dreams, man. Lots of current people I know were in them. And I'm not going to tell you all about my dreams, but they were full on 3D cinema. And I woke up several times and peed and was, getting my pee storage in order. But anyway, long story short, man, I woke up this morning feeling like I had been rolled in an alley. And wow, I was just sore, really sore. So I thank God for my pee, because, I just rubbed my eyes and drank my morning cup. And, my body's feeling a lot better right now than it was. And that's kind of a miracle to me. I think pee therapy is an awesome, awesome deal. Now, One of the things that I experienced is when I got up and I had cramps last night, which I rarely have. And I mean, they were severe. I was having one in my hamstring on one leg and one in my calf on the other leg. And so I was drinking a bunch of, I kind of walked it off and sat down and was drinking a bunch of distilled water, just like super hydrating. And so I checked into the computer just to kind of relax for a minute and sit there and, shift my gears. And I came across this really extended testimonial piece that was written. And boy, I was just amazed by the courage and the dedication and the love and the wisdom that this woman had put forth. And she posted it in like three different places. So I spent time going in and commenting on all of them because I felt that it deserved a commentation and recognition for its brilliance, its wisdom, its courage, and its humility. And then I found another person that I really love and respect who um, she was being totally attacked. I mean, like attacked. It had nothing to do with urine therapy. It was like because she was black and she was talking to somebody. I mean, this was just racially motivated and really quite disgusting, quite frankly. And so I thought, wow, here's these beautiful sisters, pouring their hearts out. And I thought, man, it takes a lot of love. It takes a lot of patience and it takes a lot of courage. When you're going to be a pee drinker, you're going to find that you're going to have more responsibility and more strength. And the more that you're willing to be out there and share and tell your truth and be honest, um, the stronger you get. It's really true. Most the people that I find that are still like, oh, I can't say anything to anybody. I'm living in I'm a closet pee drinker, that's kind of like being a, closet anything, I suppose. But people have to do whatever they have to do. And, I bless anybody who's doing this because I think that, the fact that they have the courage to do it speaks volumes. And everybody has their own situation to deal with. But, fear is really a factor that gets in a lot of people's way. It does. And when you can get past the fear factor and just really have a lot more love, um, everything changes a lot. It does. It just does. And so I just want to give a shout out to these sisters and brothers, everybody really to acknowledge the amount of courage and love and dedication that they are showing by simply doing their urine therapy. And the ones that are really out there sharing it and just have no fear, it's like, wow, good for you. Like yesterday, I gave out my business card to three different people. Now, there's this one couple I see not every morning, but they're walkers like I am in the morning. And I hadn't seen them for a couple of weeks, so I was wondering, and they were, so I passed them and I said, hey, I'm going to be taking off. I haven't seen you guys, and so we ended up for the first time. Usually it's just pleasantries and hi and nice smiles and stuff. A lovely couple, and but yesterday we ended up in a real extended conversation. I was telling them all about my urine therapy. I was telling them about all my travels, and they were just fascinated. They were just enamored, and they wanted to know more. And so we just kept talking. But anyway, long story short, they wanted my business card. They really wanted to look in. They wanted to see the show, and that felt really good. And then later on the golf course, the sous chef up at the country club, real fine young man. And we always had a nice, pleasant friendship, when I'd see him when I was playing golf and stuff. And he was like, wow, man, you look awesome, And so, he wanted my card. He was really interested. And then there's this other guy who's kind of a, old and overweight and, nice man and stuff's got a good sense of humor, but, drinks a lot, smokes a lot and all that stuff. And he wanted to see the show. He was really curious. So I'm telling you all this because there are, unless if you're not willing to say anything, how are people ever going to learn? That's how I learned. That's how I found out. Somebody was sharing the wisdom and I found it. And I am forever grateful for that. And so I just encourage you, open your heart, open your mind, and be more free. Oh, and another person, my dear friend Angeline, she was telling me of a party she was at, that she ended up meeting and talking to a number of people as well. And, the word's getting out, folks. People are waking up. It's going to happen like this. I see it every day, so be forthright if you muster it up, show the love, share the wisdom, get out there and let's have a pee party. Yes, indeed. My pee is my tea, and I'm grateful for that. You know, I, um, I am so glad I don't drink anymore. I don't smoke anymore. I don't have, I haven't smoked any pot for, I don't know, 6 weeks. And, um, everything's just good. I just feel good, I'm really grateful. I am. And I love myself. I love you. And life is becoming better and better. I'm only a couple days away now before I'll be wrapping this up and changing formats and stuff. And I look forward to that because what's going to happen is you're no longer going to be seeing me sitting here in my little studio with my little angel band behind me. You're going to see me in different locations every single time I broadcast. Won't that be fun? I think so. I'm looking forward to it. By Thursday night, I'll be on the Oregon coast. And man, I'm looking forward to that. That's where I plan on spending my night. And so I'll broadcast from there on Thursday, one way or the other. So, anyway, I did pin out a poem, and I think that as I'll see, but I have a pretty good feeling that the poems are going to wrap up. Um, and if they continue, we'll see. But I feel like this particular series, the WEEDU Speaks series, has had a really good run. I plan on ending it Thursday and starting with my new series, which would be WEEDU Wanders. And so it's going to be a gear shift here. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the change. So I'm going to share this with you now. It's called Sharing P Wisdom. And it is goes a little something like this. Love is revealing. It shows us the way, offering hope with words that we say. A sister stood up with courage and grace, sharing P wisdom with a smile on her face, showing her strength and sharing her truth, giving details of healing, the ultimate proof. We are so blessed that we have survived to share our P wisdom, which keeps us alive. Each transformation, who answers the call by sharing their story, benefits all. So thank you, my sisters and brothers as well, as we help heal the world with the stories we tell. Yeah, it's something like that. So, with all that being said, I love you dearly. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, marvelous day. Always keep your peace together. And boom! Ha! You've just been loved. Bye now.